texty parents need to stop, a naked library visit, and baseball's new fun cup. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Vanessa Flores.
Ricky, do you know how our intro goes, or do you do it on purpose?
Do what on purpose?
Be disruptive.
Be bad.
You bad kid. You bad little boy.
Wait, I give you Bob today. Vanessa Flores, our producer. How's everybody doing today?
I'm good. Wait, so there's a story about baseball in this episode, and we're in the Phoenix metro area, which is like one of the hubs for spring training. Mm-hmm. Have you guys been to any of the spring training games this year?
All of them.
Oh, you would? Oh, that's a lot. That's dedication.
Every single one.
And a few of the secret ones.
I would like to.
Well, we know Bob is a spring training connoisseur, but
I'm such a hardcore. I go to winter training, fall training, summer training, and spring training.
So I went to a spring training game. I've only been to one of the games, but I want to tell you guys what happened to me at one of the spring training games.
I've lost my virginity.
I'm like, for the third time.
It was the summer of '67.
No, I'm
spring training.
I'm legit like really.
I passed third base.
Let me tell you something.
And went home.
I'm really angry about this. Let me tell you. Okay.
He was no good.
Spring training tickets have gotten so fucking expensive. Mm-hmm. And I don't like sitting in the lawn because it hurts my back to sit on the grass for that long. And okay, I don't even care about baseball, but my husband is a huge baseball fan. Very, very big fan of the Anaheim Angels. So I was like, I know my husband was out of town for a work trip. I'm like, he has one day off when he comes back. I'm going to buy us tickets to an Angels game to surprise him. And they only had super expensive tickets left. So it was like, we could either sit on the lawn, still for like $40. It was fucking expensive.
Each?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
To spend $80 to sit on grass for 3 hours, I think that's crazy. But I did grass, so I was like, okay.
You did grass?
The only
that would make it easier to sit out there. Yeah.
The only seats available that I could find were like $180 for not per ticket, but yeah, I ended up spending almost $200 on these tickets. But they were very good tickets. It was like right behind the Angels dugout, second row. We were right in line with the third baseman. Like they were very good tickets. So we got to the game, I don't know, like maybe a couple of minutes after the first inning had started, right? Like that's a normal time to get to the game. And we walk in and I was like, I gotta use the restroom. So I go to the bathroom. And when I
Star's not taking it.
Listen. So my husband Robert went to our seats. And when I came from the restroom, I was like, wait, did I only buy one seat? Like what's going on? Because it was him.
Wait, was it number 1 or number 2?
I just did a quick little pee. No big deal. This
he needs the seats, Carly.
It's not part of the story. But I go to find him in my seat, and I'm like, this motherfucker. There are 2 empty seats, which are ours, and he took the one not next to the biggest human being I've ever seen, taking up half of my seat. And I'm really not trying to be rude. Like, I don't care that this person can do whatever they want, except for, like, literally, what am I supposed to do? Half of their body is in my seat. And these are not big seats. Like, they're already small, and you already have to sit like this. What do I do? Like, what do you guys even do in that situation? What would you do?
Sit in the grass.
Suicide.
I was so angry now because I'm like, I spent $100 on this half a seat.
Crazy.
I'm so fucking mad at this
I would
point.
ask for half my money back.
And what do you think we should do with heavy people?
Well,
them. And short people, they got no reason to live.
I'm not mad at the person. I'm just like, what do you do, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, there's an empty seat in the front row. So I'm like, I'm just not going to sit with my husband for this game because I cannot sit there.
Sit on his lap.
And then my husband texted me.
Sit on the big guy's lap.
Get in the baby door.
I mean, he's got a bigger lap.
Pretend he's Santa Claus.
My husband's texting me like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, there's nothing to do. Like, I'm just going to sit in this seat. Yeah. So then at a certain point in the game, like a bunch of the seats are kind of empty around us and people start slowly trickling down. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm realizing 2 of the people in our row weren't even in that row. They bought cheap fucking seats.
God damn it.
So I could have sat next to my husband the whole time, and these people that bought $14 seats just in the first inning. You guys really took empty seats in the first inning, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like the guy who was taking up half my seat wasn't even supposed to be sitting there. No, I'm like still mad about this.
Yeah. I would be too.
And the seat that I ended up sitting in was like partially obstructed by the pole. So I was like even more mad. I want to write a letter to someone.
As you should. Write a letter to Santa Claus.
Were you able to pull up like the seating chart? You know, like the from the ticket portal
and see what's empty.
Yeah, see what's unsold, because then you could have said like, oh, that seat's not even sold. That motherfucker should not be
like
there.
I knew when I was buying the tickets that there were very few seats left anyway, and the only other seats besides the one we bought were more expensive in the front row.
Right.
But even the seat that I sat in the front was shitty because it was obstructed by a pole.
And that's why Carly hates baseball.
Hot dogs and beer?
Well, I don't really drink, so
I don't want to go with you to the park.
But listen, so anyway, sorry for the long story. I'm just like so fucking angry that I spent money on that.
That's really the reason I like going to the ballpark is for the hot dogs and the beer.
Yeah, the food's right.
$25 a hot dog,
So
$38 a beer.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I won't even care if I ever get back to round 1.
This was a bad segue, but I'm fine with going to round 1 because now I'm in such a bad mood thinking about this.
That sounds more like a problem with you than my segue.
Okay. Round 1. Sorry I started the show off with such an angry, bitter story. I'm just still really
Apology
upset.
not accepted.
Okay. Some teachers want parents to stop texting students during class. Parents are aware of the distractions and the mental health issues associated with smartphones and social media and their kids. But teachers say parents might not realize how much of those struggles play out at school. One culprit, mom and dad. Whose stream of consciousness questions add to a climate of constant interruptions and distractions from learning. Questions like, what did you get on your test? Did you get the field trip form signed that you were supposed to get signed? Do you want chicken or hamburgers for dinner tonight?
So wait, these kids are getting texted by goblins?
Teachers say the constant buzzes on watches and phones are occupying critical
Coming soon to Netflix, Adam Sandler in Goblin Texter.
Teachers say constant buzzes and on watches and phones are occupying critical brain space, regardless of whether kids are sneaking a peek, and a few changes in parents' behavior can help. Many parents stay in touch with their child by texting, but school is a place for focusing on learning and developing independence. Teachers say you can still reach your child if you have a change of plans or a family emergency. Just contact the front office for once in your damn life. If the message
Come on, try it, why don't you?
If the message is not urgent, it can wait. Teachers emphasized they are not saying parents are to blame for school cell phone battles, just that parents can do more to help. Tell your kids, for example, not to text home unless it's urgent. And if they do, ignore it.
Good advice for anyone.
Wow.
Rick.
Your child.
Rick.
Just between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Unfortunately, kids who don't immediately respond to their parents' texts will be inundated with, "Are you getting my texts?"
And I gotta look at those.
Well, when else am I supposed to remind my daughter to tell that little bitch Stephanie that she's not better than you when she gets home? Because then my other daughter Stephanie will be home too.
Kids today. Noah's always in that damn phone responding to my messages.
I don't like getting texts from my kids during school. Complete sentences with correct spelling. Ugh. Write a book report, nerd.
Well, when I was in high school, getting a text from my mom every 10 minutes in first through third period was the only way I stayed awake in class. I was a tired boy. A tired mama's boy.
Still are.
Yeah, you tired.
Nothing changed.
You a tired mama's boy.
Yes, I am.
Why don't you take a nap? Tired mama's boy.
The parent-teacher conferences are no fun either. The parent and the child are always texting back and forth and giggling, and I know it's about me.
Mean girling your teacher with your mom.
Employers are also asking parents not to text their kids during work hours.
Aww.
I try not to distract my kids when they're at school. If it's really important, I go to their school, pull the fire alarm, and tell them my message directly during the fire drill.
You forgot to close the fridge door.
Now, son, your teacher is saying that you're always on your phone in class. So you tell me, why aren't you liking any of my Instagram posts? You're getting the notifications, right?
Yeah, you're on your phone.
And I think that'll do it for the jokes in round one. So, Amanda Kerberg, the resident judge, how did the points shake out in round one?
It's pretty good. We'll start with you, Bob.
Okay.
So, why are they not responding to my messages? Liked it. Gave it a 4. Parent-child conferences, hilarious. Gave that a 5. And the Instagram posts, hilarious. Gave that a 5. Jeremy, really, really great round. Stephanie, she's not better than you. Fantastic. Gave it a 5. The tired mama's boy, loved it. Gave it a 5. And Fire Joe, loved it. Gave it a 5. Ricardo, okay round. Are you getting my text? It was pretty good.
That was
4.
good.
Written a book report, 4. Not during work hours, 4. So close the round with Jeremy in the lead with 15. Bob with 14. Ricardo with 12.
Why'd you save me for last?
Save the worst for last. Speaking of,
Also, I don't agree with any of those
all right,
judgments.
save the worst for the middle. Let's hear round 2.
Hey, guys, Amanda just texted us about Rick.
That is hilarious, Amanda. You're
is
so right about Ricky. Okay, round 2. Woman arrested for walking nude through Carmel Clay Public Library. I feel like you guys are going to have really good jokes for this story.
Well,
I just
you're
have
wrong.
a feeling. And there's going to be at least one Beauty and the Beast reference, I think. Will be one
Never
from
even
Jeremy.
crossed my mind.
My guess. Is it? Is there?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right, fuck.
Naked
all right.
woman through the library. I'm supposed to get Beauty and the Beast out of that.
Well, you got all
Okay.
those
You've already
drawings.
checked it out 12 times.
You've already taken your pants off twice. Okay. A 42-year-old woman allegedly disrobed in the Carmel Clay Public Library in
Allegedly.
allegedly in Carmel, Indiana, and walked around naked while under the influence of marijuana. The devil's lettuce. A library.
Degrassi.
I love that show. A library employee told police that the woman stood on a bench as she took off all her clothes and then began walking through the facility. Another employee told police that she advised the woman that she needed to be clothed and that the woman responded by saying, "Oh, really?" before walking to a computer station to look something up.
Is it illegal?
I imagine it definitely was more like, oh, really?
Right. Oh, yeah, she's high.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
Really? The employee said that the woman began talking to a man near the computer. That man told investigators he was sitting at a table when a nude woman approached him and grabbed
Best day of my life.
his anatomy
No.
book. Thank you, Amanda. Went to a computer to look something up and then returned to the book before leaving the area. When police arrived, they found the woman sitting alone on a bench with a vape pen smelling of marijuana on a nearby table.
God.
A field test confirmed material in the vape pen to contain THC at levels greater than 0.3%. The woman was charged with public nudity, possession of hash oil, and possession of marijuana, all misdemeanors.
Okay, Jeremy, you start us
Hi,
off.
a misdemeanor.
She was there at the library to study her Spanish. ¿Dónde están las bibliotecas?
Aquí.
Aquí.
Take a look at these boobies. All right. Well, this is the Carmel Clay Public Library. Sorry, that's my bad. I thought it was the carnal clit pubic labiary. Honest mistake. Also, I'm high.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
They're right across the street from
Yeah,
each other.
it's unfortunate that they put these two places literally right next to each other.
I know. They told me that. And I was like, really?
Yeah. In order to get there, you just want to reach around the back.
Reach
I mean,
around the back.
go around the back. I mean, go through my back door.
I mean, fuck my head.
I mean, take me out to dinner. I mean, grilled.
I mean, it's just across the street.
In my ass. Stoned and naked. Sounds like my kind of woman. Did it say anything about her liking the microfiche?
Amanda, I think at some point we need to get stats on how many times Rick has said the word microfiche on this show.
It's at least 3.
It's like a lot for like an outdated technology that no one uses anymore.
I only have so much
Referential points.
lexicon in my brain.
So much lexicon.
That's so much lexicon.
I might as well get this one done. The nude woman in the library hadn't showered in a while, as evidenced by the microfilm in the basement.
Oh.
That's good. But when you said the nude woman in the library, I was like, is that like a new Agatha Christie?
Nude woman in the library.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's when I play Clue. It's always the nude woman in the
There
library.
is no mystery, though.
Yeah.
She's like the nude woman in the library with the lead pipe, I assume. What else could you hide?
Yeah.
Madam, are you reaching for my anatomy book?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I checked her out and I thumbed through the pages a little bit and I sexed her. I shouldn't have returned that book on innuendo.
Sexual puns for dummies.
Hey,
I was gonna wear my finest gown to the library, but then I got high.
What?
Was gonna wear my pattern Burberry, but then I got high. Now my clothes are only jumpsuits, and I know why.
Why, man?
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
That was Beauty and the Beast, right?
Rick was.
Sorry.
The microphone was supporting Rick's weight. He was just leaning on it.
Yeah.
I was gonna be your guest, but then I got
Served with flair and zest, but then I got high.
I was gonna enslave this woman in a apron, but then I got
Oh, so she,
hey, where'd she go? Why is that teapot talking to me?
hi, man. In that little cup's a little boy.
I think it's because I had mental illness.
The Ottoman's a dog, man.
Hey, don't put your feet on that. That's my dog.
Candle's a Frenchman.
All right. Yeah, so she
Good. This is a good universe.
Just the Beast,
this.
but super strong.
You know what?
This is a good universe, man.
well, she kept coming up to the guy with the anatomy book, then I presume running to the restroom mirror to see what in the heck it was referring to. Back and forth. Oh, that's my back and that's my forth.
Oh, God.
I used to just check out the National Geographic magazines, but man, the library has upped its game.
They have live books now.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a rather dog-eared, leather-bound copy of... Oh, wait. That's your pussy.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, that's terrible.
I have many labia-bound books.
Dog-eared and leather-bound.
That's why they
you know
call it
what
my
else?
two flaps.
I'm also labia bound after this show.
I have a pussy appointment.
Must leave this public library for my pussy appointment.
Yeah. Can you read the signs?
No vulgarity so loud in the library. All right, I think that's it for the jokes
Yeah.
in round 2.
Yeah.
So, Amanda Kerberg, what are the points?
Okay, so we'll start with you, Bob.
All right.
The labiary, loved that. So that was a 5.
Me too.
I loved the whole storytelling you built around the guy who didn't really know any sex puns. So I gave that a 5. And then the library really upped its game. National Geographic shout out, liked that, gave it a 5.
Shout out to
I
Nat
had a-
Geo.
I had a joke I wanted to do on stage where I'd be like, you guys know that there are words to the National Geographic song? Do you guys know that?
No.
Oh, I'll sing it for you.
No.
African boobies, African boobies, African boobies. Tiger jumps in a pool.
Can that be the little bits, please? And then
Maybe.
it just ends with the Nat Geo logo.
We'll see how it feels out of context.
Really shouldn't draw so much attention
Maybe.
to African boobies.
Why?
term.
Nat Geo does.
Oh, God.
Touche. All right, we'll put it.
Moving on.
All right, Jeremy. The bibliotecas. That was just beautiful. That was beautiful. That got a 5. The nude woman in the library and the microfilm. Loved that. Also 5. And then the running to the restroom mirror. It fell a little flat. Yeah.
It's not microfilm. Microfilm is like a spy movie thing. Microfiche is the thing that you look at the
Once
library.
again, we are breaking down these jokes.
I think it's fine. So I gave that a 4. Ricardo, the microfiche
Don't
joke,
worry, I
I
didn't
think,
get a lot of
was
points for it.
the standout joke for me of the round. So that one got a 6. Your song was fantastic. That got a 5. And then That's Your Pussy was good and terrible at the same time. So that got
Good and terrible.
That's how they describe my pussy too.
Not terribly good. It's good and terrible.
It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing.
so
That's the review blurb written on my backside. It says, good and terrible pussy.
my
Stephen
trap
King.
So Ricardo won the round with 16.
All right.
Bob with 15. Jeremy with 14, which means that going into round 3, it is really close. Jeremy and Bob are tied with 29. Ricardo close behind with 28.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Well, speaking of Jeremy's biblioteca, we're gonna hear something interesting in Spanish in round 3.
Espanol.
Español. Dodgers minor league team's new name is a naughty Spanish slang word. The Los Angeles Dodgers single A affiliate is set to change their mascot for their upcoming minor league baseball season's Copa de la Diversión, also known as the Fun Cup. A part of the Fun Cup, which consists of events that embrace the culture and values that resonate most with Hispanics and communities with minor league teams, is that each club changes their name for the festivities. Unfortunately, for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, the new name picked by officials, Las Chaquetas, has a different connotation to it than the team may have hoped for. Chaquetas is Spanish for jackets and pays homage to Southern California's mariachi band culture. However, the word chaqueta also can be slang for, yes, you guessed it, masturbation.
So is jacket.
Yeah, in English too.
Oh, jacket.
Synchronicities. Wow.
Funny.
We're not so different after all.
Yeah. That's true. We're all the same masturbators.
We all come from the same tongue.
Oh man.
Whose tongue is this?
Everyone's.
Anyway, this slang term is according to Los Angeles Times and Urban Dictionary, and of course, you're just general knowledge. Quake's executive vice president and general manager Grant Riddle. Ooh, interesting name.
I suppose he's the Riddler.
What does it mean, though?
He's related to Tom Riddle, of course. Asserts that the name was vetted through the MLB and local Hispanic community leaders who don't know modern slang, I guess. Several fans were quick to point out the blunder. We were immediately concerned. Have we made an irreversible mistake here? Riddle says. And so we immediately rearranged those groups and determined rather quickly that none of them were aware of either of the slang.
Wow.
Oh, it's me.
Would you like to start?
This is not the first team to deal with this issue. Of course, there have been the Cleveland Steamers, the Rusty Trombones of New Orleans, of course, the Windy City Blowjobs, which I don't know how that made it out of there.
Go BJs. Can I get the Ken Burns effect and the music in the background? They used to be known. They used to be known as they used to be known.
Starting now.
They used to be known as the Brooklyn Jerkoffs. They were famous for their lack of swings and famous catchphrase, I'm waking here.
Wanking?
No, I'm walking here.
Oh, okay.
I don't
I'm
remember.
wanking?
It's gotta be wanking.
The Brooklyn.
Why are we explaining your own joke to you?
Hey, I'm masturbating. No way.
Because he talks him into his phone and then doesn't proofread.
Talk them into my phone.
Oh, you just
is that how it
intentionally mistyped them.
Lack of swing.
Oh, yeah, sure. And you're telling me Yankees isn't about masturbating?
Good point.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Spanish slang for masturbation. You guys fucked up on that one. Okay, that's one. But you know the rule. 3 strokes and you're out. I don't know much about baseball. Is it strikeout? Strike?
It's strokes.
Play with my penis and jack my crack.
Wait, do what?
Jack my crack?
Jack my crack.
I don't care if you come on my back.
Hey, there you go.
For it skeet on your homie.
If they don't come, it's a shame.
Oh, poor guy.
Well, I said it was a shame.
Yeah.
These are all the lyrics.
Yeah, it's
all this discussion.
These are the more words to the National Geographic theme song.
For it's 1, 2, 3 guys I jerk off at the old
Balls game.
balls game.
There you go.
Game.
Well, now, if they go a long time without being chaquetas, they'll have softballs instead of baseballs.
Their balls get bigger. I was like, did they get softer?
I know. I was like,
That's what I know. I was struggling.
I guess maybe is that a thing
I
that
need to
happens?
read that anatomy book for the library.
I was like, I hope they don't think they get soft.
I know.
All right, guys. So let's see. The most popular name submission seems to be the Chinga tu Madres. Am I saying that right? That sounds fun. I like that.
Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. The Cucamonga team broke the Cucamonga barrier, which, if you know the translation of that, it's pretty wild. Cucamonga.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Pick it up for yourself.
I don't want to.
It means jerking off 3 guys at a ball game.
Fill in the blank. It's one of those situations where the audience needs to lead themselves there.
All right. Do the work, audience.
Yeah, especially if you're driving in your car.
Yeah.
Right now, they're just a minor league Chaquetas, but with a little more experience and a willing teammate, they'll eventually reach first base.
Ah.
I thought you were gonna say they were gonna become full blown abrigos.
What?
Abrigos?
That's Spanish for coat.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know that one.
Full blown coat.
Well, thanks to Carly, the whitest person here.
I do Duolingo sometimes.
Gracias.
Okay, I think that's it for the jokes in round 3.
Did you look
Ending
it up?
on a quiet note,
No, I know that word.
and they're having a conversation. Amanda Kerberg, who is our winner?
Okay. We'll start with you, Bob.
All right.
The team names
I didn't win, I guess.
Were the team names fantastic. That was a 5. 3 strokes and you're out. Love that. Gave it a 5. And then the third one I liked, so I gave it a 4.
I honestly don't remember what the third one was.
I don't know the first word, but the 2 Madres one.
That's it.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
Chicken tinga to madre.
Jeremy. The Yankees one was so good. I gave that a 5. The softballs was really excellent. Gave it a 5. And the getting to first base one I liked. I gave it a 5. Ricardo. I'm wanking here. It
It was I'm
would have
walking
been
here.
really great. Yeah.
He was pretty indignant about it being I'm walking here.
I don't
Which
even
is
understand
slang
what
for
that
masturbation.
is,
Weirdly
actually.
indignant about
I
that.
really like the whole premise that it's like they used to be the Brooklyn jerk-offs.
That was really great. Yeah. So I gave you a 5 because I really liked it. I just wish that you'd stuck with the winking. And play with my penis. I gave you a 5.
See,
I
sticking
don't
with
even
it.
know which one that one is.
The song.
Play with my penis and jack my crack.
That's the one.
Yeah. And then the Cucamonga. No, just do something. Put more work into it.
Or explain what you think Cucamonga means at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that got a
He
4.
is the kookest among us.
Okay, so Ricardo came in third with 42. Bob with 43. Jeremy won this episode, 44 points.
Wow. You hit it out of the park, Jared.
Thank you. I'm supporting my D-backs because the baseball
D-bags.
season's starting. And thank you.
Yeah, that's
Nobody congratulated me, but thank you.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Congratulations, bitches.
The biggest D-bag fan around.
I love the D-bags.
Yeah, that's very nice. Some goodwill being shown to the other cast members in the last couple episodes. Very nice.
Wow.
Some crack. I love my Diamondbacks.
Oh, whack,
Yeah.
smack. I
off
love my
on my
Diamondbacks. It's going, 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 going. That ball ain't coming back. On 3 TV. The place with more stuff.
Yeah, that's
The 3. The place with mold.
And
If
now
you-
the remix.
If you grew up in Arizona and you are a millennial,
now the rap song.
you know it. No, you'd love it. Just like I love my Metropolitan mattress.
Carly.
Have we talked about this on the show?
I
Yes.
sort of
Too many
remember this. Yeah.
Carly.
3.
Yeah.
TV.
Rick.
I'm so into it. I'm
Carly.
like, yes.
The bowling
Rick.
coming back.
you guys.
Going.
Jeremy.
I will mute your microphone.
What? You want to know if I have any burning questions, do you?
No, we can skip that for today.
Great. All right, everyone. You can check us out on Patreon.
Do you have any burning questions?
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you. None of these questions matter. Life is meaningless. But I'm going to ask it anyway. Yes, I want to take it back to the story about parents texting kids at inappropriate times. I want to know if your phone has ever gone off or you've ever called someone during
Yes.
like a really awkward time. What?
Oh.
I have a friend who tells me all the time that like my timing when I call her is so bad. She's like, I swear to God, like every time you call is when I'm having sex. Like she has told me that. I'm like, what? You must be having sex at least once every 2 months.
And they're just in the room, right? So you can hear them.
I had sex with somebody. We were having sex on top of her phone, and she didn't realize it. And she called her mom twice.
No.
And so her mom was freaking out. Like, why are you calling me twice?
God.
And it was the best
she didn't
sex they ever had.
And they didn't address like anything.
They didn't
Yeah, it's
undress
true. When
any.
you call someone immediately after like in 2 minutes, that's 2 calls in 2 minutes is a lot. That's
And then it was like,
2 and 2.
yeah.
It's a lot of calls.
who's having such a good time over there?
Not
the
me,
sex
says
sounds.
she.
Yeah. Not me, Mom. How are you doing?
I don't have my ringer or vibrate on, so I just check it periodically. So I don't.
Oh, that's
the
annoying.
same. Yeah.
Annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Like my sister, she keeps her phone on airplane mode or has it off all the time.
Airplane mode.
Yeah. It is.
That's
literally
insane.
impossible to call her and have her answer.
Why you
So
didn't
the
have a
only
phone?
time you can ever talk to her is when it's only simply convenient for her, which is so frustrating because it's like. Literal, you have windows in the day where like if she calls you and then you don't call her back within like a minute and a half, her phone's already off again. So sometimes it will take a full week to get a hold of her, and it's so frustrating. It really is.
You can't just text her. What do you need to tell her?
No, because like sometimes you just want to chit chat with your sister. You
She
know.
obviously doesn't want to chit chat with you.
She does. She does. When she calls me, she wants to chit chat. But like she calls like during work hours and stuff. And I'm like, this is not an appropriate time to call someone for chit chat. But hey, you know, that's
crazy.
There's no
really
future where
frustrating.
you have a close relationship.
I guess.
So crazy.
We want to thank you.
Jeremy, anything?
I don't have anything. I'm very good at ignoring and then forgetting that texts have ever come in or I need to talk
That's
to
true.
anybody.
Or like people are waiting at the door.
yeah.
I honestly hate text message. Like, I feel like I drive so much because my commute to work is an hour. And so, like, a lot of the stuff that I get will happen while I'm driving. And by the time I get to wherever I'm going, I've forgotten about the text.
Yeah.
Those people
This is why you justify texting while driving.
Yeah, totally.
I really hate text. Like, I wish it didn't exist. I think it's horrible.
It's very handy.
love
It
texting so much.
I think the benefits do not outweigh the cost. Like, I really
What is the cost of tech? It's not
Absolute
even 10
nonsense.
cents in text message anymore.
I hate it. I hate typing. I can never get it. I have to go back and edit it like 15 times. I always press the wrong buttons.
That's on you.
yeah.
It's hard.
I will say I do prefer to call
Yes.
and have a conversation, especially if it's something just like, hey, are we meeting here or whatever? And sometimes like that text just ain't coming. I was like, where the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's just iron this out real quick and then we're good. But texting is very handy. You are just some aspiring Luddite.
I agree. It's handy when you're making plans, but most of the time it's like people want to have a full conversation with you, and I'm like, I don't want to do
I've
this.
never
Oh yeah, I don't know what that's like.
Wow.
Vanessa,
That's what this call is, isn't
Yeah,
it? A full
Vanessa.
conversation?
Yeah, that's what I want. A phone call.
Vanessa?
I'm too high.
I
Text it to us.
The only one
Because you gotta.
was when I worked on the college newspaper. We had like a whiteboard that we called the sexual harassment board, but it wasn't really that. It was just like you made like
Like a vision board?
That's where we put our hopes and dreams. We cut out stuff from the magazines. And from
I really want to sexual harass somebody
One day.
one day.
and you just get little marks next to your name if you like made a joke with innuendo
I
or
see.
something like that. So like,
An inappropriate.
you can
Right, because they're not
imagine.
called Eskimos anymore.
It was a challenge then.
Yeah, a little bit of
Yeah.
yeah. And so this was back in the era, which you kids might not know about, where we had like ringtones and they were fun, right? Like we actually liked having
So
ringtones.
fun.
I still have a fun ringtone.
Really? Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
my phone's always on silent, so I never have a ringtone. But so my phone went off, and I didn't realize that it wasn't on silent. And my ringtone at the time was "Loosen Up My Buttons" by the Pussycat Dolls. And I got like I think several check marks on the sexual harassment board.
You just kept calling your phone from the office
Yeah.
line to rally up those tallies.
yeah.
Tally up the
I was like,
rally up
Inman
those
is
tallies.
back in the lead.
Yeah.
Vanessa, you said you were high?
Yeah.
Too hot.
Think of anything.
Okay.
She couldn't think of anything because she got high.
All right, Vanessa.
Still high, babe?
Oh, Vanessa, put your clothes back on. This isn't a library.
I'm just gonna sit down and read a book.
You can microfiche all day.
All right.
She does like microfiche.
Do it for this episode. Thank you for listening and watching. You can see more and hear more over on Patreon. For just $3 a month, you get our entire back catalog of episodes.
And all of Amanda's dirty points. Dirty points?
Dirty
And all of
points.
Amanda's dirty points.
Dirty point. I didn't
Find
care.
out what that means.
Yeah, you can check out our back catalog like episode 377, where we talked about someone rebuilding the Titanic, a doula masturbating during birth, and
The doula doesn't masturbate during birth.
Yeah, this was last episode, and that's not what happened in the story.
and a baby having to buy a ticket to a Pink concert. So check that out.
With its own money.
Its own baby.
Had to get a little baby job.
Baby, buy a ticket from the Pink concert.
Baby job, da 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 da, baby job.
Well, with that, please check out the Patreon. Check out the video. If you're just listening, it's a lot. You get extra visual jokes. It's a good time. It's a good experience.
True.
They're extra visual.
Yeah, Rick not
Visual
being able to
jokes.
keep his own head up and leaning fully
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
the microphone.
Yeah, watch Rick's face be covered up by his microphone.
And of course, if you're just watching, thank you for magically stumbling upon our show. Please listen to the audio as well.
And no thank you to that thumbs down. I saw that.
Does YouTube still have a thumbs
What a
down
monster.
option?
They don't show it to the public.
They do. Why do they have it
Why have I
then?
seen it?
Well, I don't know.
So you can privately see how many people hate
So
you.
I have access to our, YouTube, and I can see the stats, but it doesn't show up publicly, at least as far as I.
Do we have thumbs downs?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's mostly thumbs down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, nothing but.
we've actually got 1.4 million thumbs down.
Yeah. So a lot of views.
A lot of
but
A lot of views.
A lot of views.
I want to know how many thumbs downs we have.
I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever. We'll
Too many
never
to count.
know.
It's not. YouTube can't even keep track. It's
right.
too many. We
I'm
broke
Jeremy
them.
Martinez.
It's too far advanced for the algorithm to
The algorithm's like,
I've never seen negativity like this.
Oh my god.
we're so,
And I'm YouTube.
yeah, there's so much shit on the internet, but we broke it.
They're like, we're not even sure who to refer this worst video of all time to.
I'm Bob Timmons.
Carla Leon.
I'm Carly Kastner.
Amanda Kerberg.
And Vanessa Flores.
So high.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Jokes.
Yes, I am.